this week. It's Friday, and in the stretch right now, Jason, and here we go.
Big one. Yep, this Pro Sport. Good start this time. Down to the inside for Styles Robertson. Little wheelie out of the gate. Didn't slow him too much, but you're a betting man. Oh, I thought it was going to be Gonzalez. It was Caden Niffing getting the whole shot on that 42. Yamaha's been up front off the start more often than not this week. So your Stasic whole shot to Niffing. Riders down on that first anthill jump.
Wow, whole pile of guys there at 82. Got an ID on him. In the meantime, look at this. Oh, challenge being made down through the 10 Commandments for that second position. Looks like that might be the number 42 trying to put himself in good position. That's Caden Niffing. Oh, that's our whole shot.
Yeah, he's actually trying to hang in there.
Yeah, he's trying to hang in there is exactly what he's trying to do.
Okay, so Robertson, the good start. He's been going inside gates in every single moto. One time I thought he had the whole shot, got bumped and banged around. That slowed him up, shuffled him back. They made a wild situation yesterday where the two-card, I think, went early, and a lot of the guys who were actually some starting officials down there, a lot of the riders didn't even know that the race was going to go. He somehow salvaged a 6th place start out of that and finished 2nd in the moto. It was in the open Pro Sport class. Now we're back to the 250s, and this is something our RacerTV crew has figured out. You put that camera on that 74 Suzuki because he's going to get bad starts and he's going to come to the front.
That's exactly right. And if you want to see action, keep it on that number 74 machine. Taking a look right now, holy cow, great drone work again. And as they work their way through, Jason, it's all the number 25. I mean, just starting to open up a gap already here, followed by that number 55 machine. You know, when you talk about competitors, Austin Black, one of those guys always in this thing. Caden Niffing, our whole shot winner, fighting back, putting himself into 3rd place. I think he fell back as far as 5th coming out of the waterworks over there.
Meanwhile, there it is, that 74. Dylan Schwartz could probably put in a good argument that he's been the fastest rider in these Pro Sport classes. He's got one moto win to show for it. Moto 1, Moto 2, bad start and a crash. 5th. He was 5th early in this one. I think he's making moves. He just got around Mitchell, and did he just go around Niffing as well?
I think he did go around Niffing. I got to tell you, in the matter of the first lap, he passed about 5 guys, and on lap 2 so far, I think he's picked off another 2.
So Austin Black, who's had a couple of crashes this week, running solid right now in 2nd. Say bye to our buddy Brian Spencer hanging out in the tower with us. Oh, and a mistake from Black. And here comes Schwartz.
Black, you know, uncharacteristic mistake, and of all people to be behind him.
Just the irony that someone with the last name Black and someone with the last name Schwartz are battling it out, by the way. That's
Exactly,
2 different languages,
no
the exact same word. So there it is. This time a better start, not a great one, but a better one for Schwartz. And he is going to go all out to run down Robertson. He's got to win this moto and then hope that Robertson has problems. 2nd place will do nothing for Schwartz. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, first of all, got to win the moto.
Yep.
Then got to hope, you know, something happens to that leader out there, Styles Robertson. But I just don't see that happening.
I can't believe, how does Robertson have this big of a lead at 2 laps?
That's what I'm saying. It's just incredible. And he's still, look how relaxed this guy is, man. Look how relaxed this guy is. That bike is so dialed. You can see a lot of guys really have a good setup. That is one of the best prepared bikes on this track. Watch it work.
Shout out to that Rockstar Husqvarna team dialing it in.
Yes.
I know that Scuba Steve Westfall, the crew chief, not here any longer, but he's here early in the week. And a lot of riders will tell you he's one of the best in the business at looking at a bike and knowing exactly what he needs to do to get it to work right. And yeah, Robertson has got that thing working perfectly, and Schwartz got to 2nd, but lost 2 seconds to the lap time of Robertson. So Robertson already up by 7.5 seconds, and we're only on lap 3.
Very seldom do you say Schwartz lost time.
I know.
He's picking that thing out of the dirt, and hats off to Styles Robertson. Again, Jason, what it's showing is showing the guys following the program. It's showing the guys not deviating from the plan.
Yeah, man, and that Rockstar Husky team has had it going for a long time.
Yes,
we saw Jalik Swoll last year winning the Nicky Hayden Horizon Award. And I don't know about Robertson, what the future plans are. I don't think you're going to see him racing next weekend here as a pro quite yet. But he's over-delivered this week if he holds on like this. Going to end up being the outstanding Pro Sport level A rider, and that might lead to that Nicky Hayden Horizon Award for him. Wow. What did you just see from Schwartz?
I tell you, Schwartz just charging, comes up a little short, No big deal. Just left the throttle on for impact, soak it up a little more, and bounce into the rut.
Yes.
bounce
into the rut, and then just two-wheel drifted while sliding into the rut.
Yeah,
feet up. I don't care.
Nah.
To have that level of trust, to have a front wheel that's sliding and not worry about it at all.
No, let me tell you something. There was nothing delicate.
No,
there was nothing very technical about that. Oh, that was charging.
Acts like
what that was. That
road
was
racing
charging.
level of front tire trust. I'm going to bring it right to the very edge, and I'm cool with that.
Dude, you and I took a handlebar to the gut.
Yes.
Right
Pulled it
there.
too much. Yeah, exactly. Knife those bars. So you got Black. There's Gonzalez. Hey, first time we have seen Mason Gonzalez not get a start.
Right, for sure. That thing has been up there. I think he's collected like $700 or something.
I know.
For the Stasix checks or something.
He's going to find somebody in the family going to get themselves a Stasix. So Gonzalez, now we're having to see him do work on the Rock River Yamaha through traffic. He has caught Austin Black, so the battle is on.
And look at this. I mean, the lap time's very similar here on number 3. The fast lap, a 149 on 2, but on 3, a 150.6 to a 150.1. Exactly, basically half a second separating the two in a couple ways.
All right, trying again now is Mason Gonzalez. Really got it down now as they're into the 10 Commandments. Number 93 in the Yamaha. He's on your left. On the right side with our live drone is Austin Black on the 55 KTM. Then behind him, you got Jair Mitchell. Niffig back to 6th. Devin Simonson 7th. Cullen Park, Chandler Baker, and Josh Varize rounding out your top 10. Then it's Brandon Walther. Preston Kilroy, a kind of a quiet moto from him in 12th. Christian Fernandez 13th. Josh Boaz and old Vinny Luhobi, got a whole shot earlier this week, is in the 15th position.
Yeah,
all brought to you by Monster Energy.
Little uncharacteristic for VLJ. Normally gets in there early, gets in the mix early and hangs in there for a while.
Mason still closing down on Austin. Mason Gonzalez, Austin Black. Dylan Schwartz, he stepped it up. He just ran 150.1. Year later, Robertson a 150.6. That's the good news for Schwartz. The bad news, he's still 7 seconds back.
And looking at about 12 minutes.
Man, it's going to be tough.
That's some hard math right there.
Whoa, Mason. Whoa. Gonzalez jumping in, and Austin Black having none of it.
Not yet.
Ran the wheels right back on the 93 and holds on to the 3rd place spot. There's serious motivation here for Black. This podium.
Oh, Gonzalez tried to get in there at him again. Tried to stick that front tire in, but you know what? The front tire against the back tire normally loses.
Oh, we've seen it in that very left-hand turn right there. Oh, all the way to the inside now. Do the rough stuff. It's Mason Gonzalez, and he made it happen.
Wow. Black, though, man, credit. That guy fought back right away. And look at this. I believe he's going to go the long way around. Not able to get enough drive there, Jason. Just too much real estate.
Yeah. Good line, though.
Yeah.
So for Black, he wants this one 5th and 7th in the first 2 motos. So this is his chance to get up on the box and get a medal.
And Gonzalez, man, he's just like, what's wrong here? I need to be up front. That's where I belong.
Yeah. Probably feels like he's in the lead right now.
Yeah,
I got clear racetrack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Clear
racetrack.
Not using any tear-offs right now.
Yep.
Life is good.
The difference is he's at clear racetrack in 1st place in the majority of these motos. Running up front, whole-shotting races, but now it's a distant 3rd. So Schwartz, who is 2nd. Styles Robertson, what a... Hey, wait, let's get back to this. Austin Black coming right back on Gonzalez.
Yeah, absolutely coming right back on him. We saw him do that a lap ago. I thought he gave up just for a second, was hitting the reset button. I thought he was going to, relax, but no. Holy cow, no relaxing here. Let's drive it in on him.
He wants that podium bad. Austin Black closing back in on Mason Gonzalez. I like how hanging out with Mason. Got to meet him quite a bit this week on the podium. Really well-spoken kid.
Yeah.
And honestly, he just said he likes the stuff I do. So automatically, kid's got great judgment. Really can't praise him enough.
He could have the worst grammar in the world.
He's
silent interview.
He said the words. I like
his
stuff. So he's well-spoken. As far as I'm very articulate how he explained how I'm good at things. Very articulate. Yeah. So shout out to you, Mason Gonzalez. You like that?
He's very articulate about how very good I am at things.
Yes, he is. He really articulated that point well, and I appreciate it. Just joking here.
Oh,
hey,
man.
The front half of the track seems to be better for Gonzalez. This back half seems better for Black. So let's see if Black can run him back down.
Yeah, when you get those big ruts back there, Black likes it.
Yeah,
get back there in that rough stuff, and you really got to have some throttle control and stuff. I mean, he just goes for it, jams it through there. Gonzalez, as things speed up and open up a little bit, I think he just lets that Yamaha breathe a bit.
Around that Monster Energy turnbuckle turnstile into the long short chute. Now the 10 Commandments. Got the Honda banner there off to the right side. Suzuki banner here at the end. Yeah, Black's starting to reel him back in.
From here to the beach, Black is an animal.
Yep.
I mean, watch this. Now, he may prove me wrong this time, but nonetheless, he's charging right now. Here he comes.
Deepest ruts, perhaps, on the track are right here in this Storyland, this left-hander. Black down to the inside. See if he can close in on Mason Gonzalez now. Styles Robertson continues to control it. Nice little career comeback for Robertson. He was great as a really young rider, a prodigy. Didn't fall apart by any means, but wasn't banging out titles every single year at Loretta's for a while. Got back on the board in the B class with the championship last year, still as part of Team Green. Got picked up by Rockstar Husqvarna, and he has continued to elevate. Now looking at a 250 Pro Sport Championship, Styles Robertson. And he's the first of that. Yeah, it is, exactly. And it's the first of that Bakersfield, California group, or the Bakersfield bunch. Him, Jet Reynolds, Ryder DeFrancesco. He's the oldest of that trio. And he's potentially leading them out of these ranks as he's looking to graduate as one of the top honors at Loretta's. Could get that Nicky Hayden Horizon Award.
And it's crazy how you'll get those generational zones. You know, you had Brad Lackey and Magoo up in Northern California. Then you had the El Cajon zone, Lachine, Johnson, Glover, and so many more. And then you got these guys up in Bakersfield. You know, and it happens all the time that way. And the bottom line is talent breeds talent. Talent breeds talent.
They ride together. They're buddies. I know that Jet Reynolds and Ryder D are best buds. They go way back. We had like an Oklahoma thing going about 10 years ago. Tons of fast guys from Oklahoma. Remember the New Mexico deal with the Tedesco brothers, the Johnson brother cousins. There were like 12 different Isaiah, Keith, Kevin Johnson, all from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Really weird how that works. So Bakersfield, California, looking to get a title out of Styles Robertson. Who we got here? Is that Kilroy on the 80? Yes. That is Kilroy. Number 9, in the 9th place spot, rather. And he's closing in on, that should be Simonson. And is that Barisi? Haven't seen much of Josh Barisi this week. There he is, that KTM, the number 24. Good battle. Kilroy.
Holy cows.
They both got around Cullen
Kilroy
Park.
stuck at Suzuki in their Weege.
Wow. It was actually Cullen Park who they were passing, so they moved up further than I realized. It's going to go to 6th place.
43?
Yeah, 43.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. So they caught Park quickly. Barisi and Kilroy having a great battle here. The lead 2 riders on your screen.
Wow, Kilroy going at it, and Barisi said, hey, I'm coming with you. You know, let's do this. Wow.
And there's Cullen Park. Been a rough week for him. Maybe something we don't know about. Maybe an injury coming in. As Dax Bennick explained to Rodney on the podium in the previous Moto. About 2 weeks coming out of a broken collarbone for Bennick. So just because these guys are out here doesn't mean they got their full form. And Park, hey, wait, he's coming back. Barisi and Kilroy going for it. Cullen Park trying to pass them back.
Holy cow, look at the gap right here, Jason.
There's no gap between these three.
Zero.
Kilroy makes the pass on Barisi. Barisi trying to come back on the inside. And here comes Cullen Park.
Cullen Park.
If memory serves me right, did we see Cullen Park lighting it up at Daytona this year? I feel like he was one of the front
runners. We did.
Yep. Not quite the same here at Loretta's. Who knows? Million variables. Rodney's saying bad luck. Rodney, you need to start writing the country music when they got those sad songs. You got the lyrics
look at
for
Park.
that, bro.
Park just getting up there on that rear tire and lost it. Oh, look at this. Get a good drive going outside, trying to keep that speed up. Chase, I don't think he had enough. I don't think it was close enough to actually make that move work. Nope. Falling back in the line right there, and man, absolutely incredible. Preston Kilroy riding the wheels off of that RMZ right now.
So odd. They were faster than both Barisi and Kilroy were faster than Park. That's how they were able to get around him. And then once they pass him, for a moment, he ratchets it back up, stays with him. Now they pull back away again. We've seen that so much. I think it's just the line choice, man. We've seen such variation the last couple of years at this race. And I think part of it is it hasn't been as hot And the track prep, they don't have to be quite as gnarly with the track prep to prevent it from drying out. We kind of can stay in that ideal condition for a longer span.
We talked about that earlier, where I noticed they were just sprinkling the water. Not soaking this bad, but just sprinkling it. And I always say give the track a drink. Well, today we gave the track a sip. A little bit ago, and these guys know exactly what they're doing. They're the best in the business at track prep. Nobody knows more about soil prep and retention during the day than these guys.
So with it, it's been hot this week, but nothing like Classic Loretta's. Last year was the same thing, and we've seen better racing. I think the track holds up better. The riders certainly hold up better. They can charge all the way to the end.
Motors run better.
Yeah, you're right. Everything's run better. Yeah.
Ways about it. Bikes, bodies, personnel. Everybody's better when it's a little cooler.
It's hard to stay on top of track conditions when you've got nothing but 98-degree temperature just beating down,
92% humidity,
and we haven't had the rain either. So the track hasn't swung in either direction. Really, it's been pretty much prime. And I think that's why you're seeing these battles where someone discovers a new line and then someone else discovers a new line, and both of them work.
Yeah, and both of them work.
So a guy gains 2 seconds using it one lap. Guy follows it the next time around, gets those 2 seconds, and then he can equal them instead of everybody's just using one line the entire race.
Talk about one line. Styles Robertson had one line, the race line.
Ooh, nice.
All day,
nice.
okay?
Yeah, he did.
The fast line. It's the line he's had.
He's leaving no doubt about it. 6.8 seconds. I mean, Schwartz has thrown everything he has at it. But Robertson just ran a 151.9. Schwartz a 153.5. The Bar X Suzuki team did tell me that Schwartz will race next weekend when we have the Pro National here.
Hey,
I don't know who else in this class is. We'll start asking down there under the tents when these Pro Sport motos are wrapped. They'll have one more in an open.
I'm jazzed. I can't wait. You know me. That's my bag, man. That's my game, my home in that tower right there, dog. And when the pros take to this track, first time, you and I are going to be here. Rodney's going to be here.
Hey, you've seen the adrenaline alone. Sometimes these kids run the best race of their lives.
Are you kidding?
In their first one.
Right, exactly.
Yep. They just come out, and it's like an out-of-body experience adrenaline-wise. I've talked to a lot of them that are like, yeah, man, I just figured I'd be going uphill from there, and I'd have all these titles and wins. I talked to Justin Bogle about that once. I think it was like his
your man,
podium
JB,
speed at, he ran podium speed at like his debut at Unadilla. And then I think by his third race, the last race of the year, he's like, Dean Wilson goes 1-1, and Bogle chased him to the finish each one. And he's like, if you had told me then that I would have one national victory in my career like 8 years later, he'd be like, I almost won my third national.
Right.
I only won one.
Right.
Over the next like 8 years.
Exactly.
I mean, these kids come out of Loretta's fired up.
Exactly. Yeah. We've seen that in recent years, man.
Yeah,
I mean, recent years.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Could be that 74 Suzuki making some noise next week. Whoa! Foot off the peg for Kilroy in the number 80.
What?
That was practically showing off. And Jair Mitchell right behind him made a similar mistake. Not quite as
holy cow
as big, but both of them had their right feet kicked off the peg in those ruts. Kilroy put on a great charge. He has gotten to Mitchell. He's up to 5. All right, let's watch the practically the dismount. We didn't have X Games this year, so here's some freestyle for you.
Boop. Oh, caught that toe.
And that's one of the more stylish ways to make a mistake. That was a stylish mistake.
Yeah, and let me tell you what happens there if things go slightly wrong. That costs you a knee if things
You catch
knee
that
race or not.
Yes, you catch that the wrong way, and that's going to be the end of the rest of your racing season.
Wow.
But Kilroy able to avoid that. Well, I'm going to head to the podium with a minute and a half left in this one. Kilroy shrugged that off. Goes out and busts out the huge jump into the flat.
Well, Weeds making his way down to the podium, about a minute and 30 left. We know that the white flag is out right now, so time not really of concern on that clock. White flag is out, final lap underway, and Styles Robertson has done just that, styled his way to the very end here. And we talk about that Bakersfield crew, him and RTD rider TD Francesco making it work so far. A 2-1-1 for Styles Robertson here, a total of 4 points. Dylan Schwartz just absolutely pounding that Suzuki around this track, looking for better lines, looking for the fast line. About 7 seconds back last time around. Dylan Schwartz absolutely putting in a masterful performance as well, getting a Moto win early. So 1-5-2. 8 points for Dylan Schwartz sets him in that number 2 ride right now. And as our leader makes his way through, trying to pick through some of this traffic as he makes his way through, trying to just successfully navigate the last bit of this course. And you see that number 25 Husqvarna coming into view, and Styles Robertson down through the Bermuda Triangle one last time, goes to the inside. 2-1-1, and big victory rev from that number 25 Rockstar Husqvarna machine. Again, congratulations to him. Absolutely fantastic performance and effort here this week. Dylan Schwartz, about 7 seconds behind Schwartz on that number 74 Suzuki, just absolutely pounding that thing all week long. And Mason Gonzalez with a 3rd place finish here. That sets him up at 3-2-3 with 8 points. So actually our podium finish is our overall finish. Styles Robertson, Dylan Schwartz, and Mason Gonzalez. And we're going to send it down to the weeds here in just a moment. Austin Black, that number 55 machine, fought extremely hard. And Preston Kilroy, wow, puts himself into the number 5 ride. That guy was in a battle from the drop of the gate. Wasn't one easy lap out there for Preston Kilroy. Joshua Parisi in that 6th position. Yairi Mitchell in the number 7 ride. Colin Park comes through in 8th. Devin Simonson in 9th. And Brendan Walter rounding out our top 10 in our 250 Pro Sport. Coming up next, looks like our 65 10 to 11 limited. 65 10 to 11 limited. That is race number 8. Right behind them, our 250C, followed by our 65 7 to 9 limited. 65 7 to 9. So coming up next, 65cc 10 to 11. Seth Dennis so far 1-1 in that one. Canyon Richards 2-2 for 4. Benny Way with a 4-3 for 7. Deacon Dino with a 3-7 for 10. And Hayden Dudley, he's looking at a 5-9 for 14. So 65cc 10 to 11 coming up next.
All right, we are ready. One of the fastest of the week. Pro Sport always bringing it. They really push the pace. It's fun to see the full evolution of these kids coming through the mini cycles, the 2-stroke switching over to the 4 strokes, and then at the very, very pinnacle of this event, showing their skills. This guy was good all week. He's going to end up with a 3rd in the Moto. Let's hear it for Mason Gonzalez. I guess the starts, you couldn't get it every single time.
Yeah. Got a decent start that time, was probably around the top 5, and got shuffled back there in the first few laps. And just didn't have that, just didn't make those passes quick enough, and Styles was laying it down. He had a really good pace up front. So that's all on me. Just want to give a shout out to my whole team, Rock River Yamaha, and everybody helped me out. Thank you.
All right, anybody else you want to thank?
Yeah, of course, the whole Rock River Yamaha team, my whole family, everybody at MTF, my mechanic, Jake, Bell, 100%, Thor, Alpine Stars, FMF, and everybody else. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Mason Gonzalez, 3rd place.
And, of course, Monster Energy. Sorry.
There you go. Monster Energy AMA Amateur National here. And we got a whole shot winner, by the way, Cade Niffing. We'll talk to him. If Cade wants to come on up, we'll give him a whole shot award. And where's our 2nd place finisher, Dylan Schwartz on the 74. We'll give him the silver if Dylan can come on up. Here he comes. Well, he had some of the fastest lap times of the week. Our silver medalist. But just couldn't get off the gate the way he wanted to contend for the Moto win. Still a solid run for 2nd, Dylan Schwartz. Well, you were fast, man, and it was certainly fun to watch you make passes, but I'm sure you wanted to start up front.
Yeah, I need a whole shot, man. That first moto, I got up to a good start, and I got up there first lap, and that helped me get that win out of the way. And now I thought I had it again, but wheelied a little bit down the straightaway, and I had to pull the clutch in. So I don't know, I was pretty far back first lap, and I was just tired of getting off the podium, so I knew I had to make something work, and ended up second.
Awesome. You got one more to go in the open class?
Yes, sir.
And then you might race pro here? You thinking to stick around through next weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to head back to Benix this next week and put in some 35s and come out swinging next weekend.
All right, that's going to be fun. You want to thank some people for this week so far?
Yeah, the whole BarX Motorsports Suzuki team, they really go above and beyond for me. I can't thank all of them enough. Larry Brooks, the Barberi family, the Short family, my family for always supporting me through anything, and Fly, Monster 100%, CTI, Pirelli, Twisted Development, Mika Metals, Rhino Power, and just everyone that helps me get here. Thank you.
Dylan Schwartz, everybody, second place. We got Cade nipping around anywhere. He grabbed our Stasic whole shot. If Cade's around, I'd like to bring him up before we present the Moto win, but I don't see any movement under that tent. If Cade's around, all right. Otherwise, we'll switch to our champion and our Moto winner. We'll bring him on up. And he does it in style because he won the final moto, and with it, he is your champ of 250 Pro Sport. Congratulations to Styles Robertson. Well, obviously, yesterday's start was a complete mess. Not really. I'm straight ahead.
There you are.
Yeah. Making eye contact. I appreciate that. Yesterday's start, a complete mess. Not your fault. You got it right, though, this time. That was a great start.
Yeah, just went back there and did 3 starts and listened to Mike Brown and everybody at the Baker's Factory, what they've been telling me. Eldon, Seth, stayed tight. And, of course, my Huskies got the power for it, you know, and ripped the start. And then just try to be smooth the whole moto, ride my own laps. And, yeah, I was having fun. The track's different this year, Loretta's. It's fun and, you know, mixes it up a little bit. But, no, it was a good moto and, yeah, thankful.
And you still got one more to go. So how do you treat all this to try to win the other title?
You know, just coming with a good start again. I think get a good start and try to put myself in the position early. And, yeah, I just put 20 solid minutes in. And, yeah, hopefully, you know, we'll see how it goes.
All right, one title down. Who do you want to thank?
I want to be here without my mom and dad, my grandma, my grandpa. I know you guys are all watching on RacerTV. Seems like yesterday I was here on a 50, so it's pretty crazy. But, yeah, can't thank them enough. The whole Rockstar and Husqvarna team, they've been awesome. Baker's Factory, Mike Brown, Seth, Eldon, Dunlop Fly, WP, Motorex, Scott, Aero, Garnet. Just everybody that helps our team. Can't really think right now, but yeah, thank you guys so much. The Fur family, Garrick, just everybody that helped me get to this point. Thank you guys so much.
The winning never gets old. He's pumped. Let's hear it for the number 25, Styles Robertson. And we will send Tad DeWalt. Oh, we actually were switching back over. We got Richard White from the AMA to hand over the number 1 plate